Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Punk Rock Sports. We are now joined by Mr. Ronny Vega, MMA Insider. Ronny, how you doing, man?
I'm good.
Hey, all right. So, tell us what you have in store for us, MMA news-wise.
Oh wow, we have to talk about UFC 196. Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor. This broke records on the UFC rating. I tell you what, it was unbelievable that night. Unfortunately, Conor McGregor lost. He was supposed to fight at 155 against champion Rafael dos Anjos, but since Rafael dos Anjos, he had a foot injury, so he had to drop out, and they had to quickly find a fighter for Conor McGregor. They did find a fighter, and that was Nate Diaz. And Nate Diaz wanted to only fight at welterweight at 170 pounds. And we all know that Conor McGregor, he's a featherweight champ, and he had to move up 2 different weight classes to fight this guy. And Conor McGregor is a very super confident fighter. He decided to go ahead and do it. I mean, I don't blame him because we all know what he was doing to every fighter he was fighting against. But it cost him. It cost him a loss.
Don't you think the Diaz win is good for the sport?
Oh, definitely. I think it's great. To tell you the truth, Conor McGregor may have lost, but he really won. And he really won a lot of money. We're talking about Money Mayweather money that night.
Right.
It just shows how much courage he has, and that he's not afraid, that he's willing to fight anybody. And he's a small guy, and he moved up to 170. But that shows a lot of courage, and he gained a lot of respect just for doing that. I mean, even though he lost in the 3rd round by rear naked choke, I honestly believe he lost because he punched himself out. It's a different weight class, a different muscle that he had to carry, and because he was destroying Nate Diaz in the 1st round, he was lighting him up in the 2nd round, and he just got tired. He punched himself out.
Right. I understand. So, what do you see next for McGregor?
I see McGregor. He's smart enough. He's going back down to his weight class. I mean, he's 145 to 155 pounder. He still wants to fight Rafael dos Anjos, but I think that's going to be on hold. The UFC is going to make him defend his championship title. And I heard through the grapevine it's either between 2 fighters, which is Frankie Edgar, which is a fan favorite. Everybody wants to see that. Or a rematch versus Jose Aldo.
Okay, cool. Now, Ronny, tell us a little bit more from your perspective about the Holmes fight.
The Holmes fight, oh my goodness. Miesha Tate versus Holly Holmes, championship fight for the bantamweight title. That was a superb fight. Those 2 women, I mean, really, I love how women are fighting now these days. They are just putting women on a map to get the UFC. That was a great fight. Holly Holmes, I mean, she was doing good. She was actually edging the fight out. But Miesha Tate, she hung in there, and she had a certain game plan to take down Holly Holmes, to submit her, and she did so. And I think another thing that played a great role in the Holly Holmes fight, Miesha Tate used a lot of her footwork, something that Ronda Rousey didn't really use against Holly Holmes when Ronda Rousey lost. Ronda Rousey was just being aggressive and coming forward. But Miesha Tate used her footwork, she kept her distance, and she had a great game plan, and it capitalized. In the 5th round, it was like 90 seconds to go. She locked in a choke and put Holly Holmes to sleep. Holly Holmes refused to tap out. That lady is amazing. She's a great champion, and I pretty much guarantee they're probably going to do a rematch. They have to do a rematch.
Well, let me ask you this. Should Rousey fight one of them before the rematch, or what's your thoughts on that?
Of course, Ronda Rousey wants to come back. She wants to fight Miesha Tate because she knows she can beat Miesha Tate. But I don't know. I think Miesha Tate can beat her in a rematch. If she fights a smart fight the way she did against Holmes, I don't know if Ronda Rousey can handle Miesha Tate. But you never know. The thing about UFC and MMA fighting, anything can happen.
Right.
I didn't expect Conor McGregor to lose, and I didn't expect Holly Holm to lose, but I had them both picked as winners, and I was wrong.
All right, look, man. If Rousey wants to come back, if she comes back and she fights Tate and loses, that would look bad on her. I think, from my perspective, Holmes and Tate should do the rematch, and the winner fight Rousey.
I absolutely agree.
Hey, look, man, I'm also joined in here by my co-hosts Errol and Connor, and I think Connor had a question for you about another MMA fighter.
What do you think about the upcoming John Jones versus Daniel Cormier fight? What's your thoughts on his comeback? Is he going to be ready?
Oh my goodness, I'm looking forward to that fight. I think the same outcome is going to happen from the first one. I think John Jones is going to pull it off. He looks like he's in great shape. He built some muscle. He's going to be a little bit stronger than Cormier. He's going to have to bring it. Cormier has to bring something different, but I think it's going to be the same outcome. I think John Jones is going to get his title back.
All right, sounds good.
That was Ronny Vega, MMA insider, and you've been listening to Punk Rock Sports. Not a problem, man. Thank you.